Welcome back. It's time to go global now with Ladi Williams.
Yeah, good morning, Edie. So on the global space, we're still seeing investors. They're just trying to understand this, final full trading week of December. At this point, seeing the way, markets are going. If you look at the oil market, we're seeing the
oil market, we know President Trump is in charge of
exactly.
That.
It's all about
and then
outputs.
I think the equities market, AI boom or burst.
Exactly.
That's what's driving it.
Yeah, investors are trying to understand if, the valuations by these companies are real, at this point, and if can justify all the spending so far for artificial intelligence, are they going to make the money? Imagine spending $5 billion on this technoloology and you're not making that money back.
That's what I did.
Or you spent $5 billion on artificial. That's kind of colleagues I have here. All right, let's get a check on some of the stories now. We see shares of Coinbase Global Inc. That climbed after U.S. That's the largest cryptocurrency exchange unveiled major product expansions. That's coming from the U.S. at this point. It will begin offering stock trading alongside its core crypto assets. The company announced that it will begin offering all these assets. Still, focusing on crypto. They're not leaving crypto, at this point. It will launch thousands of prediction market contracts tied to, real-world investments such as politics, sports, and economic indicators. The move, part of Coinbase's broader strategy to become an everything exchange, is aimed at attracting a wider range of investors and putting the platform in more direct competition with the established brokerages and retail trading apps that we have so far. Also, we see the United States have approved a record $11 billion arms sale to Taiwan, marking the largest weapons package ever authorized for the self-governed island. The move is aimed at strengthening Taiwan's defense capabilities amid rising military pressure from China, which considers the island part of its territory. Washington says the deal supports regional stability, but is expected to further strain already tense U.S.-China relations. Beijing has strongly opposed previous arms sales and is likely to respond with sharp diplomatic and military reactions. I'll take it on to Switzerland now. Swiss watch exports that fell 7.3% in November, sliding to 2.24 billion Swiss francs compared with a year ago, according to industry data released today. The downturn was driven largely by a sharp contraction in the United States, where demand dropped more than 50%, overshadowing gains in other regions such as UK, Hong Kong, and Singapore. Wristwatches, which form the core of Swiss shipments, were similarly down, underscoring persistent challenges for the luxury timepiece industry amid shifting global demand pattern. I guess people don't really want to buy watches that much at this point, but that's the biggest export there from Switzerland. Well, to other stories now, Moody's, they've raised the credit rating for Siemens Energy AG to Baa1 from Baa2, citing the company's improved performance in fiscal 2025 and a strong outlook for 2026 to 2028 with a stable rating outlook. The upgrade reflects a significant jump in profitability, with the company's adjusted EBITDA margin rising 7.3% from just 0.7% last year, and a solid 138 billion euro order backlog, supporting future growth. Moody's also pointed to improved leverage metrics and a healthy free cash flow as Siemens Energy forecasts double-digit revenue and profit margin growth next year, reinforcing its financial resilience. Let's go to Europe now. Other parts of Europe, German defense manufacturer Rheinmetall has launched the sale of its civil business, marking a major shift towards focusing on its core military operations. The company announced that the civil division will be classified as discontinued operations with immediate effect, and it will record a non-cash impairment charge of around 350 million euros tied to those activities. The move is part of a broader strategic refocus, while Rheinmetall also signals confidence in its defense-oriented future. Analysts note the divestiture is expected to streamline the business and sharpen its competitive edge in a market, driven by rising global security demand. Definitely, we know Rheinmetall, that's over 100% this year. That's talking about the stock, and other defense stocks have been doing so well, but they're not doing so well. Right now we're seeing some pullbacks with most of those stocks in Europe. All right, let's look at other countries now. Fitch Ratings, they've affirmed Costa Rica's long-term foreign currency credit rating at BB and upgraded the outlook to positive, a clear sign of growing confidence in the Central American nation's economic fundamentals. The move reflects strong growth, ongoing fiscal improvements, and a strengthened external position, even as high interest costs and political gridlocks now remains a challenge for the country. Analysts say the positive outlook could support stronger investor interests ahead of key elections next year, underscoring Costa Rica's resilience in the face of global economic uncertainty. Talking about assets that are struggling this week, see Bitcoin price hit a lull right now, trading around $86,500 and slightly lower today as the world's largest cryptocurrency. Stayed muted ahead of key U.S. consumer price index data that could influence the Federal Reserve's next policy moves. Markets are showing caution with lingering ETF outflows and a failure to reclaim the $90,000 level, highlighting consolidation rather than a fresh upswing. Investors are closely watching incoming inflation figures for clues on interest rate direction, keeping crypto traders on edge.